Hey, what's up, guys? This is your girl Ashley Wells coming at you with another wonderful Christmas story. Man, so this was a very depressive time. Very depressive time. So, my mom's pinnacle boyfriend that was such an influence to, my family for so long. Unfortunately, he was no longer in the picture. They have, in fact, broke up. So, this was the first Christmas I was sharing hell holiday season without him. And he was such a great man. So I was really depressed, man. I'm not even gonna lie. My mom was too in her own way. She didn't want to admit it, but I was really depressed. The dude was like a huge father figure for me. He bought my first bike. He taught me how to ride a bike. Um, he put emphasis on celebrating, our children, not just be all up under your mom and, trying to do some stuff with your mammy. He actually invested in children. And I absolutely love this man for that. Still to this day, if I can find him, I would give him the biggest hug because I still to this day consider him as my dad. Seriously. Um, so our school, a lot of people don't know I went to a Catholic school, which is a little ironic. So I went to a Catholic school at the time, and they were doing a Christmas holiday giveaway sweepstakes. So what happens is, they will select, I believe it was two students from each grade to win prizes for Christmas. Literally, that's what it was. So you got to enter your name into a draw, and also the teachers can also enter kids' names as well too. So the kids is entered into a drawing, and then right before we go on the holiday break is when they announce the winners, and you get your prizes. And your prizes could be anything, guys. It could be anything. They had a huge array of prizes. Um, so it could have been like a big bag full of toys. It could have been a big bouquet of food, like a food arrangement basket, or it could be a little bit of everything, like literally. And this is, guys, they didn't have gift cards back then. You had gift certificates, you had paper. So you get like a gift certificate for $25 off of a pizza thing, and $25 gift cards back in the day, that was because pizzas now cost like on the verge of $25 now, but back then you could get you probably good 3, 4 large slices, large pizzas back then for $25. So that was money. So all kinds of fun stuff, all kinds of cool stuff, skates, all listen, everything, movie certificates, everything you imagine. So I did not enter because the thing is, again, guys, remember my family, they didn't do holidays, and with my mom's boyfriend gone out the picture, I just was like, whatever, and I think that depression did show in school, obviously, because to my array, my wonderful teacher, Miss Reed, they don't make good teachers like this no more, man. I mean, if they do, at least, um, I haven't been to school in God knows so many years. So, but I was blessed to go to school with some amazing teachers, and Miss. Now I know she's passed on, but Miss Reed, oh my goodness, she was my third and fourth grade teacher, and phenomenal woman, seriously. So I go to school, and this was the day before we were going to go on our holiday break. And all of a sudden, and I knew something was weird because I was getting snickered at, and my teacher kept smiling at me. And I'm like, what did I do now? And I would admit, I was in school, I was picked on. I was called crazy names in school, gay bird, all kinds of stuff. So I was like, oh my God, what is it now? And then now my teacher gang banging on me too. What's up? So I'm just sitting in school, ready for the bell to ring so we can get this break on and popping. And then I get called on the intercom. So this was a cool thing about this, guys. You didn't know, if you was in a ringing of anything. You did not know. You didn't know. It was kept a complete random surprise. So I get a call on the intercom, Ashley, blah, blah, blah. Can you come to the principal's office? If anything, they didn't even say the office. They said the principal's office. And I said, damn, what I do now? I haven't got suspended off the school bus lately. So I'm thinking like, well, let me go into my write-up. Let me get my write-up. But I'm thinking to myself, I haven't done anything. I've actually been a good student lately. So I never forget myself, and there were some other kids. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, we all are walking to the principal's office. We're meeting into the hallway and things like that. And we're just looking like, did you guys get the call? Yeah, Jude, yeah. Like, what's up? We go into the office, and the staff is just looking at us. And we're like, what they got us doing here? Like, what's going on? I'm like, did y'all get it right up? And they was like, no. And then a couple of students I already knew, they were really good. They was straight A students and stuff. So I was like, I know they ain't in trouble. So what am I here for? I wasn't a straight A student. So they instructed us to go into the principal's office. And his office, Mr. Stanford, is decorated in full Christmas bliss, y'all. I mean, it can put the Festival of Lights to shame. And all around his office is this massive array of Christmas gifts, beautifully wrapped, and big baskets and bouquets of food and decorations and clothing and with bowls and stuff on it, and just a huge, it looked like Santa's workshop, guys. And we're just looking like, and trust me, I've been in the principal's office many times. It was the complete opposite of what I was used to. So we all like, what is this? And all of a sudden, everybody comes, the staff comes in behind us, congratulations, and applaud. And I'm like, okay, I know I'm here by mistake. But I have a very distinctive name, so I'm like, no, they did call me. I'm the right person for the job. So, and then they're like, congratulations, and they're hugging us, and we're just like, and the other kids got it. They finally figured it out, but I'm still like, this can't be right. They must have got a different girl by my same name, which, come on. And the principal, he comes and hugs me after he hugs a couple of kids. And he was like, you guys won. You guys won the sweepstakes. Congratulations. And one by one, he's giving everybody their gifts. And now the thing is, I'm not much of a crier. Back then, I definitely wasn't a crier in school-wise. And I was in shock because I was like, wait a minute, I didn't enter. I didn't enter this. I didn't ask for this, and that this is why I say, guys, it's so important to spread holiday joy to your kids' lives. You have no idea how much of a developmental difference it makes because everybody's out giddy and joyous, and I'm just so cold, looking like Batman. Like I don't want this, and I just didn't know how to react. I didn't know how to handle and take it all in. And besides, the biggest parental figure I had in my life at the time was no longer in my life. So that was really hurtful to be going through this without him. And they're just like, smile. They're taking pictures, and then I didn't get to get the picture, but the picture they did have it hanging up in the hallway of the school for some years, and you just see me going. I was just like, what? So they give us all our stuff. Oh my God. First of all, they were so smooth with this because I never gave sizes unless my teacher was that good. When we go on break, she had to look at my coats and stuff like that because we didn't have lockers. We had hooks. So all your coats and sweaters and stuff hung in the school, in the classroom, in the hook. So she had to look at my size of my coat or something like that because I ended up getting this beautiful coat. And it was perfect. It was just my size. It was so gorgeous, guys. And bubble coats back then was really big. They were really big, but my bubble coat was so stylish. It was a beautiful, like, tear blue color, metallic blue color with like silver trimmings, and it was early '90s, guys. Those were the colors that was popping back then. But very rarely you saw bubble coats that had fur to them. Mine's did. So this coat had fur on the collar and it had fur along the hood. It was absolutely beautiful. I just kept hugging it and squeezing it and hugging it and looking at it. I didn't give a damn about my other presents. I was so happy about this coat because the coat I had, my mom got me this hideous Paul Bunyan coat. This is one reason why I'm so stylish now. Because my mom's sense of fashion when it came to coats for me was terrible. Sorry, I'm just saying. Sorry, mom, but they were terrible. You know it. I was wearing this bright red plaid flannel looking coat, and it had flannel patches right up here, and it was very 80s looking, big huge shoulder pads. I hated that damn coat. It was like a bubble coat reject, but hey, it was a coat, kept me warm, and that's what it was all about. But this new one I got, it was so gorgeous. I loved it. I loved it. It was. I just kept hugging it, and then it was like, "Here's the rest of your presents." I got the big bouquet, whatever you call it, of food. So it was like canned goods and cheeses and breads and wines for the dog. Now this is back then we could do that in schools. You can't do that now, but yeah, they gave me some wine. It was packaged. Everything was fully packaged, so I couldn't. They made sure that it stayed wrapped and that they wasn't going to give me that until I left. So this goes to show you how things was. It was a different time. It was a different time back then, and I didn't know what the heck wine was. I thought it was just grape juice or something. I didn't know. So they was like, "This is for your family," and it was just. It was so heavy. I'm like, guys, I take the bus. How am I gonna carry all this home? Oh God, I needed to ride home. And then they gave me this cool action figure, which I don't know how they did this because everybody's presence matched them so perfectly to the T. They really did. And I got this really cool Pocahontas action figure. Now, you guys, if you guys watch my ancestry vlog, I did find out I have, come from Native American ancestry. Um, so it was so cool. And Pocahontas was one of my favorite Disney cartoon movies back then. So I got her, it was an action figure of her father, the chief. And I loved that toy. I loved it. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. And so, man, and we were just like instant celebrities. Like, so when we made it out the office, they was taking pictures of all of us holding our stuff. And then the whole school body was out in the main hallway just clapping and cheering. And I just did not feel right because these are, solid A students that got all this stuff. I just did not feel like I deserved it. But Miss Reed, oh my goodness, Miss Reed, bless you, bless you. Out of all the students she has, which I believe she had probably, absolutely more than 100 kids, more than 100 students, she put emphasis for me to get into that contest as well as win it. Oh man. So mom, man, God bless her. God bless her. That was truly an incredible experience. Oh man. And wow. So then when we got on the bus, well, when I got on the bus, everybody was looking at me like, why she got two coats? For I guess some kids who didn't get to get out there to cheer us on, whatever. They were asking like, why you got two coats? And some other kids answered like, she won the contest, she won the sweepstakes, and they was like, you answered. I was like, I didn't plan to, which I didn't. And I never told her so. I never, because I ended up finding out by one of the staff that Miss Reed did that for me. And she never said anything, but after that, I knew it was, what she did. And I just gave her the biggest hug. When we finally got back from our holiday vacations, I just gave her the biggest hug. And I cried. I cried right there and I said, thank you. And she was like, I hope, baby, you had a wonderful holiday because you deserved it. Oh, God. So, yeah, guys. spreading a little love and magic goes a long way, because this happened when I was probably good, 6 or so years old, or 7 or whatever. And with me being near 40, I still remember that, and as you can see, it brings a big smile to my face. So what that woman did for me lasts me a lifetime of wonderful memories, as well as it carried on, how I put emphasis on, how my brothers came up with their holiday celebrations, as well as if I was dating a woman and with their kids, same thing. So spreading holiday cheer and joy goes a long way, guys. All right, to the next one.